Hi there, my name is Lisa, and I am with Realistic.Life, the practice of self-kindness. The practice of self-kindness for me simply means that I'm meeting myself where I am in each moment, and then deciding how I want to care for myself in that moment. So today I thought we'd go over a few stretches, and we're going to gear this more toward running stretches. And we'll first start to do them on the ground. So let's go through a few stretches that you could do pre or post stretching for running. So the first one that we're going to do is we're just going to come on to our hands, our knees, hip width apart, wrists in alignment with your shoulders here, hands about shoulder width apart. So first just let your tailbone start to sink up, pointing up toward the ceiling, your stomach starting to hang down. So just relaxing through your tailbone a little bit, and take your feet off the ground, wiggle through your toes a little bit. So your tailbone's relaxed here. Being cautious with your neck here. I know that you may be watching me on the camera, but maybe see what I'm doing and then go back to your neutral spine to protect your neck. So the first move we'll do is bring your spine up toward the ceiling. Gaze down towards your belly button. As you exhale, and then as you inhale, taking your gaze toward the ceiling. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale and inhale. 1 more time as we exhale and inhale. And come back to your neutral spine. We're going to bring your right toes back behind you, so getting a little bit of a stretch here, especially through our calf here. And let's bring your right toes over toward the left, so we'll stretch out a little bit here through your hip. Let's bring that back to the center and come back into your neutral alignment. And let's take that left foot back, toes on the ground. And let's bring your toes over toward the right. And bring that back to the center and back into your neutral spine. So next time we're going to move into our downward facing dog. So we're going to start to ground down into our hands here, tuck our toes, start to lift our knees up, pressing our heels down toward the ground. They may not reach there, and that's fine. Stretching back, pressing down through your hands as you stretch down, and then pedal through your feet here. So knees are bent, coming to the balls of your feet. And then we're going to keep that right foot up, the right heel up off the ground. So we bring the left heel down toward the ground, stretching out through our calf here. And let's switch it to the other side. And we'll bring the left foot down. We're going to come up to the balls of both feet here. Bring your feet back down. Let's bring the right leg up overhead. Pedal out through your foot here. If you want, you can tilt over to the left a little bit. And let's bring that foot down. And let's take it to the other side. And we'll bring that foot down. And what we're going to do here is we're going to step the right foot in between both hands, bring the left knee down, come to the flat of your left foot. We're going to take that left knee back just a little bit. So your right knee is over your right ankle. We're going to bring both hands to the inside of the sole of your right foot. Bring your hands out just a little bit, and we're going to start to bring that right knee out. So getting a stretch here through the hip, IT band. And let's bring that foot back, so your knee is back over your ankle here. And we're going to stretch. Bring that foot back. Let's come into downward facing dog one more time, stretching back. And then we're going to step the left foot forward, right knee down, flat of your right foot, hands to the inside of your left sole, coming toward the baby toe side of your left foot. And let's bring that foot flat, hands out, step back, come back into downward facing dog. This time we're going to bring the right foot back again, left knee down, coming to the flat of that left foot. So both hands are on the floor, either side of our foot here. We're just going to bring that knee forward just a little bit and then come back. So we're just going to bring this forward and back just a little bit. Remember, if anything causes pain or discomfort, immediately stop, back out of it, find the posture that's comfortable for you. And then one more time, we'll bring that back to static stillness just for a moment. And then we're going to bring the right hand up overhead. Bringing that hand down. Let's wiggle that foot back, come into downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, right knee down. So again, we're going to bring that left knee forward a little bit and bring it back. Back and forth a couple of times. And then coming back to static. And let's bring the left hand up overhead. Bring that hand down, stepping the foot back, and let's just go back into child's for just a moment. You can stretch out long with your fingertips here if you like. Let's bring our gaze toward our hands, and we'll come back to our table here. We're going to step our right foot in between our hands. This time we're going to bring our weight back. So our heels or sits bones are starting to go back toward the back. Bring that right heel, the toes up. And let's shift forward just a little bit so we can gently come out of that, being careful with your knee here. Step that back. Bring the left foot forward. And again, starting to bring the heel back, sits bones back, so your hips are like you would be going into kind of a seated posture. So your tailbone's starting to come up. And let's bring that back, knee over your ankle, bring that back. Let's come into seated. From here we'll bring both soles of your feet together, coming into bound angle, feet in as close as you'd like or as far apart. So you can remain here if you'd like. You're already starting to get stretched through your inner and outer thighs, your hips here. If you want to make this a little bit deeper, start to let your torso come forward first, keeping your spine straight first, and then taking your gaze down, and then you can start to let your back start to round forward here, your gaze down towards your belly button. You can use your elbows to draw your knees out just a little bit here if you'd like a deeper stretch. So continue to breathe here. Maybe you just finished your run, and you're kind of letting your breath start to slow down, or maybe you're excited because you're getting ready to start your run here. So just notice your breath for the moment. And inhale, slowly come up. Use your fingertips, gently draw your knees together, and wipe your knees back and forth. And from here, I'm going to come into Dandasana. So my feet are going to come out long in front of me. My knees are soft here, so move a little bit through your legs here. Let's get some of that circulation moving through to help repair or help get our muscle is a little bit softened if we're getting ready to run. We're going to bring the right foot over the left. We're going to wrap the left arm around the right leg, right fingertips behind, gaze over your right shoulder. And then let's come back to the center. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the left leg around. So your knees are going to start to line up here. So depending on how your body is set up, so we're all set up differently, this may be the only further that you're able to go, and that's perfect. Maybe you can bring your knees down just a little bit more. So you're going to move your feet in and out to play with the intensity that you would like to find today. So you can remain here if you like, or if you want to make this a little bit bigger, you can start to come forward from your torso, bending forward from your hips, and then start to let your spine start to round. Great IT band stretch. So our IT bands are really important. They're the muscle that runs along between our knee and our hip. And we really need to strengthen that, especially if you have knee problems. Strengthening your IT bands will help. It's important to breathe through this one as much as possible. And then slowly start to bring that up. And very gently start to unwind from this, and you can move your feet back and forth a couple of times. Let's take that to the other side. So this time, left foot is going to come over the right. Right arm around, left fingertips behind as you gaze over your left shoulder. Bring that back toward the center, and we'll take that to the other side. So bringing that right foot underneath, bringing this as far as what is comfortable for you, and then coming into the amount of stretch that you would like today. So inhale, will slowly start to come up, gently unwind, bring that foot out, and just windshield wipe your knees back and forth a couple of times. And then we're going to come to seated. Let's just work through our shoulders, our neck a little bit. So inhale, bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, your shoulders down. Let's bring your chin down towards your chest as you exhale. Gently roll your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Swing that to the center and over to the left. And we'll bring that to the center and continue that there for 2 more rounds, or make this a little bit bigger if you want to go into some neck rolls here. Nice gentle moves as you continue to breathe. 2 times on each side. When you finish that 2 times on each side, just bring your chin back to resting towards your chest. And as you inhale, we'll bring your gaze back to neutral. So I'm going to bring the right arm across to the left. Use that left elbow to help gently cradle that right arm. And let's release that, and we'll take it to the other side. And gently release. Let's bring the right arm back so your right hand is reaching back between your shoulder blades here. If you like, you can use the left hand to gently give you a little bit more of a stretch here. And let's release that, and we'll take it to the other side. And let's gently release that, and let's shake that out a little bit. and move through your torso. So sometimes when we run, sometimes we become very kind of rigid. So we want to get some of that movement going again. Let's bring both hands down to the ground. Inhale your right hand up overhead. Exhaling the hand down. Let's take it to the other side. Your gaze is down toward the ground, out in front of you or up toward the ceiling, whichever feels most comfortable for you. Bringing that hand down. Let's bring both hands over to the right, gaze over your right shoulder. Back to the center. We'll take that to the other side. Let's bring that back to the center. We'll do one more. So we're going to do a seated cat-cow. Your palms out in front of you. Press your palms out toward the wall in front of you. Spine toward the back of the wall. Gently release that. We'll bring both hands back behind you. Roll your shoulder blades in together. Open up through your heart center. Your gaze can be down toward the ground, out in front of you, or up toward the ceiling. And gently release. One more time. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale them down. And just make some movements here. Move with your fingers to your toes. Move through your torso. And that's your stretch before or after you're running on the ground. So I hope that you enjoy that and it brings you a little bit of comfort before your run or after your run. So thank you for being here with me today. I'm glad to have you here with me. Until next time, may you be kind to yourself. May you accept yourself just as you are. And may you be so full of love for yourself that it naturally overflows to the world. Namaste. Thank you, and as always, you can find me on my website, Realistic.Life, my YouTube channel, Realistic.Life, and my Facebook page, Realistic Life Community. Thank you, take care, be kind to yourself.